For those of you that have played this game more than I have, do you have any idea what this 001 means? I have a bit of a theory on that, which I just want to check real quick. Okay, I would have figured maybe it had something to do with the golden sculptulas, like the 1 is how much is left, but I don't think there's 100 golden sculptulas in the game, so that theory really doesn't check out. Anyways, you're going to be doing a little bit of what we need to get into the Spirit Temple, and then after that, I'm going to be going for the legendary fetch quest. There's a few people that don't really like to go for it. I've heard of some that are just like, yeah, I usually just skip it, but I'm just like, why? Not only is it, in my opinion, a lot of fun, but you get a very fantastic reward for it. Now let's see, where is Epona? Which, interestingly enough, I remember hearing that Epona, at least the name, is based off of trying to remember which form of mythology, like Norse mythology, I want to say. There was a magical horse named Epona. Which I just hear the name and I'm like, well, how can I think of anything else other than, well, this Epona? I could use the bottle. Curious. Let's look for someone who might know something about the other sages. Well, just for fun. I don't even know what in the world this would do. Want to talk to Saria, right? Yes. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? If all 6 sages come together, we can imprison Ganondorf, the king of evil, in the sacred realm. But in order to make a perfect seal, we need the 7th sage. 7th? Someone you know must be that sage, Link. From now on, you must travel between past and future to awaken the remaining sages. Keep up the good work, Link. Nah, I think we're good. You know, I'm just kind of remembering why Epona did not come to me when I blew the Ocarina. It's because I left her on the other side of Gerudo Valley. At least the other side of that drawbridge. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't just start me over there, but hey, you know, be able to hear that epic Spanish guitar. Much as I alluded to last time, like, why did they go for a more Spanish sound? I mean, it feels like every other aspect of the Gerudo are very much based off of Middle Eastern culture. It's a lot like when you watch Aladdin. It's like, well, what culture does it borrow from? All of them. Listen to that sweet music. I'm gonna pause it just for a second so I can get the hammer. Yeah, I think you could just climb up it like a ladder. Let's see how long this takes. It's not that it's necessarily difficult, but it can be a little tedious. It's really one of those things that's fascinating the older I get. It's just how involved this game is. I mean, this whole section is forced stealth. I don't think I need the whisper for it. It's not like the game can hear me. It would just be interesting. Go for like a ASMR kind of sound. Aha. Hey you, young man, over here. Look inside the cell. I have no idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All of my fellow carpenters are in prison somewhere in here. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favor somehow. But be careful. There's sure to be a Gerudo guard somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out! Oh, come on! I'll never understand, like, what is the cutoff? Like, how many hits can you take before you can... before you just have to start over? You think these walls can hold me? What the heck? I could just barely see the sword. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Seriously? I guess maybe that's the thing, like one spin attack is enough for that to happen. I guess. Come to think of it, it might be a little easier if I use some of the... Wow, I've only got 6 decree notes, that's it. Thankfully the screaming doesn't alert them. That is the thing about dual wielding, is you may be able to do double the damage, but it's very difficult for you to defend yourself. It's almost kind of a vanity thing now that I'm thinking about it. It's like the idea that you believe you're so good of a sword master that you don't need defense. Yes! Okay, so what is your name? Did you come here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I am Ichiro, the carpenter. We were really interested in joining their all-female group, but they locked us up like this because we're men. We don't care about the Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. 3 of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too. Perhaps I'm misremembering things, but I thought all the carpenters were named after the Beatles. I guess not. Any DQ nuts? Well, nuts. Definitely want to get the arrows. Well, let's keep going. Seems like this is the only door. Is there anything the other way? It's the door I came in. Let's wait till she comes back. Figured it'd be safer this way. Any other doors? There we go. Another one. Yes, I know. But I guess it's the idea that you could potentially have this be your first carpenter for all of them, so I guess it has to play this just for the possibility. Good thing this isn't Breath of the Wild rules, where the shield will eventually just give out after enough time. However, if this were Breath of the Wild rules, it'd be nice to be able to do that ability where you dodge just right. You can actually just use it as an opportunity. Yes. Halfway in between. From the freeze frame. Okay, so what is your name? Ichiro. These women are so scary. I'd rather work as a carpenter than join them. I can't wait to say goodbye to this place. 2 of my buddies are still being held prisoner. Will you please get them out too? All things considering, I get the idea they just kind of want to hand wave it, but the idea that they're able to just kind of walk out the front door, meanwhile I gotta do all this sneaking around just to kind of break even, it's impressive. Maybe they learned a little... No, they couldn't have learned anything from the Gerudo because basically they were thrown right in prison as soon as they saw they were men. That was a close one. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, The immortal words of CJ from San Andreas. Here we go again. I know he uses some more coarse language, but, well, I don't like using such language myself, as you can probably tell. Like, even if you haven't seen any of the other videos on my channel, you can probably tell just from me playing this game so far. I'm gonna go this way instead. Where does it lead me? No, not that way. Fine. Gotta be careful because they will wake up. However, there's a little bit of a trick actually. You can actually use the hook shot to get across with those wooden beams. But I'm not going to chance it. Instead, I'm just going to walk it. Ooh, the golden sculpture. I'm not gonna let that go. Probably could have hook shot it from where I was actually, but whatever. Okay, so that's the door I came out of, so there must be something higher up. No. So what's at the very top? I'm thinking there's like some sort of chest. It contains a heart piece. It does. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that jump. Oh well. Banzai! Missed. Have I gone to this one before? I don't think I have. Seems like the best bet. Okay, no, this is different. Oh, come on! I thought she was turned around. I was like, what's going on here? And now the brightness is going crazy. I wonder. What's in here? Going up. This probably takes me all the way to the top. That, I believe, is where my heart piece is. Oh! Lift it rope, please, and I can't do a dang thing with it. Excellent. Oh. Two more. So this is where the golden sculpture was, which means this was the one I agreed upon last time, I'm sure. No! Come on! It feels like I had a combination of George C. Scott and Fry's old boss from Futurama. Hey, Fryman, pizza coming up. Come on! Either that or one of the few scenes I remember from Black Lagoon where it's just like, are you gonna give it to me or not? Come on! Good. But I'm a little low on arrows, so I hope I'll be able to find some further up. I'm not sure if it's much quicker, but I figure it's worth a shot. Actually, what am I doing? I know a trick that's actually far better for that. Scotula. Single door. Part of me wonders if I were to just throw a bomb out there, would that work? Too far away, probably. Okay. Any more? Good. And this way. Okay. Me, young man. Yes, over here. Come a little closer. Not that close. Me trying to do my best plankton impression. Although I feel like it's a bit more of a throaty sounding voice. Okay, that just sounds a little too much like Professor Snape, actually. Oh, hello there. Some people might think you're up to something. I'm gonna be extra careful this time because it took me so long to get here. Excellent. So that means just one more to go. Okay, so you got Ichiro, Jiro, and who is this one? Saburo. Have you seen our boss boy? He's probably worried about me. I have to get back to him immediately. One more of our workers is still a prisoner here. Please save him. I will try. I'm just wondering where else there is to go. Ichiro, Jiro, Saburo. I guess there is kind of like a rhyming scheme. She's still out cold. I could have sworn that like the arrows were only effective for like, I don't know, a minute at the most, but she's been out the whole time? Like, wow. I must say I am impressed. Is that these vines are indicative of something? Perhaps one of these two. No. It's already in there, so if I go this way instead. I got this one. Where does this lead me out, actually? Probably in the wide open, I'm guessing. Yep. Very dangerous. At least I can get what's in the pot. Just alright. Okay. Not sure if I've done this one underneath. Maybe I have actually. Seems very familiar. Yes, of course. However, they don't have eyes in the back. Of the head. I wonder. Sneaky, sneaky! I've already been down there. Just gets me to the top. Maybe there is something up top here. Where is the last one? Here, maybe. No. Area with the golden sculpture. Pretty sure I just kind of temporarily broke the game there. But this is just the other side. Okay. Wonder if those windows mean anything. Such pretty windows. That is the wrong way. Okay, that one doesn't go down. And it's stuck there. Guess I just try to search this top to bottom. Okay, so I'll go this way. And then this is just the other side of the blue room. I don't want rupees, I want arrows, dang it! Leads back up to the Gerudo I just came from. And where does this one lead? Trying to figure out the possibilities. Maybe I'll get my bearings if I get to the top side. Where the golden spatula there I already went to. Yes, what do you have to say, Nelly? You mind? I'm trying to help out these carpenters. This area doesn't look familiar. This is it. Ichiro, Jiro, and Saburo. Wonder what the names are Wonder what the name is for this one. Should be a Gerudo guard somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out. I feel like I'm getting a rhythm here. There we go. Okay. There's the door. So what is your name? I was afraid you were going to forget about me. Now I'm free. I'm Shiro the Carpenter. I guess they all kind of have a rhyming scheme to them. For rescuing me, I'll tell you something interesting about the desert that I overheard the Gerudo talking about. They say, in order to cross the haunted wasteland, you need the Eye of Truth. The Colossus is on the far side of the wasteland. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my tent near Gerudo Valley, so drop by sometime. You may find something helpful there. Bye! I've seen your fine work. To get past the cards here, you must have good thieving skills. I used to think that all men besides the great Ganondorf were useless. But now that I've seen you, I don't think so anymore. The exalted Naburu, our leader, put me in charge of this fortress. Naburu is the second in command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo thieves. Her headquarters are in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? Alright then, you're in for now. You're in from now on. Take this. With it, you will have free access to all areas of the fortress. You obtain the Gerudo membership card. You can get into Gerudo training grounds and their hideout. So here's a bit of a fun thing for you. There's a bit of a glitch. You may notice that she's wearing a blue dress here, but yet if you change into, say, the green, now she's wearing a green dress. And then go to the red, wearing a red dress. It's easier to see on the outside, actually. So red, green, blue. Alright, so that is the first part of the challenge done. Yeah, let's make it daytime. Just kind of picks right up in the middle, don't it? Well, in order to get the Eye of Truth, I must first go to the bottom of the well. But there is one task that I want to do first. The one that I had been alluding to since the very beginning. If anybody can tell me what kind of accent this is, I would be very curious. Hey, I heard you save my men when they returned. We built this bridge. Look at this. Isn't it a fine bridge? They may be wimpy carpenters, but once they all get together, they can get the job done. Ooh, it is nice. Curious. They said to stop by the tent. Oh! I'm noticing that the colored pants correspond to the colors above each prison cell. I love it. Nabur was a lone wolf thief. She never stole from the weak, but now Naburu's gang of thieves stand for cruelty and brutality. She claims to be a chivalrous robber, but no way. The leader of the gang of thieves is Naburu. She is experimenting and brainwashing many people at the ruins of the desert. In Gerudo society, those who have great skill in horseback riding and archery are well respected. How about trying horseback archery at the Gerudo Fortress? If you have a horse, a Gerudo from the fortress will set your challenge up. Building a bridge over the valley is a simple task for 4 carpenters. It just, one of them says nothing about the Gerudo. It's just like, oh, we built the bridge. I'd say that's perhaps a bridge too far. I wonder. There's some arrows. Good thing I thought of it. Now, I wonder where Epona is. Where on earth could she be? Hope I can find her. I hope I didn't break the game with Epona being on the other side of the bridge and then disappearing. Well, let us find out. I was just trying to remember if that was a tune or not, but I did already learn it. It goes to the Temple of Time. Come on, Epona. I need you for a ride. Ah, there you are. Good horsey. First stop, Kakariko Village. You know, that'd be a bit of a fun thing for you, so... Obviously, The Legend of Zelda is very much inspired by medieval Europe. But the question I pose to you is... Perhaps, which country in medieval Europe do you think it takes the most influence from? Offhand, I would want to say, like... Well, England offhand, but then again, the idea of Link having blonde hair, that's often been associated with, like, people in the the people of, like, Norway, Sweden, what else? It just seems like that was always kind of like, yeah, kind of a Scandinavian thing, it seemed. And the princess is also blonde. But again, like, outside there's probably been blonde people. Oh. Kakariko Village is on fire. Are they specifically the sculpture land? Oh no, the whole place is on fire. Get back, Link. There's the same sound effect from the Gerudo. Not sure if that's something that could be defeated with conventional weapons, Link. Looks like you're coming around. Link, terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. The force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but you will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil Shadow Spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this. Nocturne of Shadow. Learn the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. Just like that, everything's back to normal. Did you save Milan? Thanks. Going back to the ranch then. Yeehaw! I was hoping I would see him run, but I guess not. So, let me see if I did this right. This is the first step of the fetch quest. Who else is there for the cuckoo to wake up? Dang it! Oh, yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. With a peace, and your life power will go up. Who else is there to wake? Come to think of it, how do I get up into that area? I could just hook shot to the roof. Brilliant. And then I'll get another heart piece in the process. Yeah. And I believe this goes into the next row. Yeah! How now, brown cow? Oh, I can actually show this now. What a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good. I can produce a lot of milk. Have some of my refreshing, nutritious milk. You got lawn milk. This milk is very nutritious. Use it at the C button to recover life energy. You'll recover 5 hearts per drink. There are 2 drinks per bottle. On the select sub screen, you can select it. Okay. Very good. Well. You know, I wonder. Do I just simply show her the cuckoo? Ah. Oh, your cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable cuckoo if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother is gone, it's strange, but Kojiro stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? Kojiro. Alright. And remember where the next step is. I think if it's faster to warp to the temple. Nah, I got Epona. I'm gonna ride on Epona. I feel like this accent has a little bit of an Irish taste to it. Dashed with a little bit of a more Eastern European sound. Kind of like, if anybody remembers Magica Despair from... Well, dang it, now I feel like I'm just doing a Peter Lorre impression. Your husband is coming. If anybody gets that reference, that's gotta be one of the few modern songs I've heard that I'm like, you know what? I really like this. But, yeah, Peter Lorre is such a fascinating character actor. And I find it interesting that I guess one of his first acting jobs was a horror movie called M, where he was a child murderer. Kojiro's crowing. Now that is very interesting. Trying to think. Yeah, Peter Lorre and well, just about any movie I've seen him in, I'm just like, wow, this just makes the movie so much better. No response. He's sleeping. Kojiro, why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means you must be a nice guy. Must be. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy. Please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Now, was it my imagination, or did they give the guy a mohawk in Majora's Mask? Or maybe that's just what he looks like when you see Kakariko Village at night. Or maybe I'm just kind of getting his figure mixed up with someone else. Good thing I got Epona. I'm sure I got plenty of time, but it just makes things easier. No! Well, that's gonna waste some time. I can do this. I'm a professional Ocarina of Time player. I'm not getting paid for this, but... on one hand, the idea of being paid to play video games, that does sound pretty nice. But at the same time, like... I find that if you get paid for something, then it becomes less fun. It just becomes a job. Not sure if it's any faster that way. Maybe it is. I think I've got time. I should be able to make it just fine. Still have no idea what that guy is doing, just bouncing on his knees like that. Yeah, see? Plenty of time. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. That bum. He had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. Received an odd potion. I don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. They say there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that is true. Thankfully, there's no time crunch on this. It is definitely one of those things where... I mean, they kind of throw in that idea. It's like, you don't really know what the relationship is between the old woman and, well, the cuckoo breeder's probably older brother, I'm guessing. Part of me kind of wonders if maybe that guy is actually... Well, I wonder if maybe the quote-unquote old hag is actually their mother. Still, though, it's kind of an interesting thing, like... Why exactly was he in the woods looking for this particular mushroom? Was it just because he wanted to make her happy, to give her this interesting smell because her eyesight doesn't really exist anymore? Or is it more just the idea that perhaps he had like some sort of disease and that's why he went into the woods? That would explain why Kojiro was the only thing that could wake him up. I feel like there's something a lot deeper to the lore here, but unfortunately it's not really touched upon, at least as far as I can tell. I believe it was this one. Damn. Well, I had it right the first time, at least. But what happened to the guy? That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stelfo. Everybody's Stelfo. So he's not here anymore. Guess I give this stuff to you then. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into... Okay, it's the same thing that she said before. Only his saw is left. That medicine is made of forest mushroom. Give it back. You returned the odd potion and got the poacher's saw. The young punk guy must have left this behind. Are you going to be too? No, but I'll make sure you are. Just imagining if there was like an unrated mod for this where you just took your head off in one swipe. Yeah, that'd be a fun one. Brutal Ocarina of Time. Where if you just get sick of Mito's garbage, you just kill him. But I will admit, it would be pretty interesting on a technical level because I don't really think there's... Dang it. There's not really a whole lot in terms of, like, being able to sever limbs and whatnot. So not only would you have to program all that in, but then, well, there are blood textures, so I feel like that part wouldn't be so difficult. And in this next part I don't have to rush to, but, well, might as well. I don't want to take all day about it. Oh, great. Oh, there's the end of the fence. Good. So obviously, it's a saw. And what kind of person uses a saw? A carpenter. And where are the carpenters? Well, there's 4 of them I just freed. So I'm sure it belongs to one of them. But therein lies the question as to why the punk guy that the game is calling him has one of these people's saws. Very interesting. I think I want to get off the horse. Get off. Get off! There we go. Hey, that saw. It's mine. But I thought I left that saw with the old knight. But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. My old lady. So could it be possible that he's the father then? Oh well. My big Goron tool broke, and I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is a great time. Will you give me my saw? Good kid. Thanks. I'm sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyways. You traded the poacher saw for the broken Goron sword. Here's a big Goron to get it repaired. I will. Actually, come to think of it, it would probably be faster if I just went to Death Mountain. And plus, I would be able to get a heart piece as well. Ah, yes. I'm wearing the wrong tunic for this job. How unfortunate. I have no idea why I always go in and out of that sort of accent. It's just one of those things I do for some reason. So I'm trying to figure out what the best way to get there is. I just use that as a ladder. It's hammer time! Thought there was a hole. Let's see. Looks like a shop. I don't really need that much at the moment. In order to get to that heart piece, I have to plant some bean sprouts. It's a nice thing about having the hammer is now I can create these shortcuts. Feels like the brightness kind of keeps going in and out. I hope that's not going to be too distracting. What do you want? That monster, it came out of the well in the village. Let's go check on that well. Later. We are on a more important mission, Novi. Price some rupees. I don't need rupees. Unless I have 500. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna accidentally drop to my doom. I don't like doing that. Let's see, so what piece is this? Okay, so it looks like that's just the first. I'm sure I will get more as the game progresses, but main thing to note is that I have no intention of 100% in this game, as I've surprisingly never been able to do that. I was able to get just about all the golden skulltulas, and there's just this one heart piece I have been unable to find. There you are. Poor guy looks like he's having eye problems. My brother opened a new store. It's Metagoron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go to see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Sure. Here's a prescription. You checked in the broken Goron sword and received a prescription. Go to the Zora King. I'm trying to think what's the fastest way to get there. If I go to Lake Hylian, that's not going to do any that much. That probably still would be quicker. I'll go from there and try it out. Silly me, I don't know what the tune is. I know this isn't going to get me to Zora's domain, but actually, wait. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but probably still faster if I just... That is the wrong button. It's hammer time! Just because it's fun to see it bounce back. It's hammer time! Aha! Poor guy's moaning about his itchy eyes. I've definitely been there. Though usually the itch is more from the skin rather than the eyes itself. If I caused a glitch or something, then I can still hear him moaning from all the way over here. Let's see if it goes away when I switch areas, perhaps. I was hoping maybe I would save some of my problems. I mean, save some of the energy if I did that, but I guess not. Those dang spiders. Good. I was a little worried I might have glitched it and it was just gonna constantly be doing that the whole time. Just wanted to make sure. Sometimes they like to hide golden sculptures in those trees. Yeah, this is probably a shorter distance than if I went to Lake Hylia and went from there. But either way, it is a fair bit of a stretch, so it's just trying to figure out how to fill the silence. I think for now I'll just keep the hammer out, it's more fun that way. It's hammer time! Which, by the way, given the reputation of how heavy this hammer is, especially with the idea that it was a Goron that was wielding it, I feel like Link's hands have to be in quite a lot of pain holding this thing up all the time. Even just with one hand when I jumped the ravine. It's just more fun to do it that way. So I know that heart piece I need a beanstalk for. Unless there's some way that I can... Maybe I can get it by just walking towards it. Now that I'm big, I can actually get to this area over here. Yes. Just gotta go across this skinny walkway. And I think if I jump... Yeah, I figured it was worth a shot. Now, if I could somehow get over there as a kid, I could probably boomerang it, but I don't think the hook shot can grab heart pieces. Nothing. Figured maybe there'd be a little something there, but I guess not. I'm gonna do the Ocarina for this, actually. Wait. No, I got this. I can do this. I don't know what it was. Just couldn't remember it. I was getting mixed up with Majora's Mask there by playing the Song of Healing. Now we have the Golden Sunset. Thankfully, King Zora is the only one left in this place. I mean, I guess Uruta is kind of an exception, but, well, she's a sage, so I think she's just stuck in the temple for all eternity. Oh, this is... oh, that drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the Lake Laboratories, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? Curious. You've used the prescription and received an eyeball frog. Be quick and deliver it to Lake Hylia while it's cold. I wonder. Whenever I do this quest, I can never remember if warping voids the timer or not. Let's find out. Because if it doesn't, this will be real quick. Just gotta get across the rope bridge is the main thing. Oh, it does spoil it. Oh no, time's up. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I better call Epona at the entrance of this, so that way I can get there quicker. Okay, so the eyeball frog spoils, but what about the rest? You know what? Oh. Right. They won't just let me back in. I have to prove I'm a part of the royal family every stinking time. Get up there. Get up there. There we go. Come on. I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Okay. Let's try this again. The right. That's Epona's song. Oh dear. Well, I've proven I'm a horse rider. Okay. Now that I know what needs to be done, I just have to do it. Yeah, well, I'm here. I just think Link looks better in blue compared to red or green, in all honesty. Okay, let's try this again. I have to see the whole thing again. Okay, come on. I want to speed run it. Kill him on funky flow. But you need to deliver them fresh. Okay. I get the feeling there's not going to be a lot of commentary for this because there's a lot of concentration going on right now. Need to find the most optimal path for this. Jump. If I just take the river, hopefully Epona won't take too long for me to get there. Out of the way, out to rock. Too bad the stream just can't take me. It's faster when you swim, I think. That's probably going to lose some time. Yeah, well, I think they give you enough time for this. At least I have Epona in Hyrule Field, so it shouldn't take too long for me to get her over me. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. Let's ride. I think I'm going the wrong way, actually. Nope. I think I can make this work. Yeah, straight ahead. Gotta save the carrots for big jumps. Straight on. Come on. Yes. And again. Yes! I got it! Oh, I guess this is the first time I've seen this as an adult, so it has to do the big sweep. Okay, I've got time. Back. Okay. Good. There, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you met the old lady from the potion shop. She's like a student. There we go. Wow. I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. Those eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Such a great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. What? Was it for making big gore on eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Colors going in and out. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. Okay. You traded the eyeball frog for the world's finest eye drops. Hurry, take them to Big Goron before they go bad. Okay. This is why I wanted Epona right here. Go. I'll probably adjust the colors later, but for now I hope it's not going to be too distracting. Okay. Go. No! That's the real obstacle of making good time on this. Okay. Come on. Do it. And again. Okay. I wonder if it's even possible to do this without Epona. After seeing that it expired by going to Lake Hylia, it just makes more sense for me to just go for it this way. Kind of a pity I just can't take Epona all the way up to Death Mountain, but whatever. It is called Death Mountain after all, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. And disembark. Don't know if it saves that much time, but I figure it's worth a shot. Dang it. Maybe not. I think I better just walk, because I think every time you do the roll, you do go a little faster, but it does stop for a brief moment in time. Hope I have enough time to make it to the top. Just gotta watch out for the boulder! I know there's another one coming. No, no, no! Hope I can make it! Feel like I'm gonna be pretty close, but then again, given the reward, I'd say it's very much worth the trials. At least I don't have to worry about the volcano erupting and worrying about the falling debris on me. Brewster. I would wonder if I could use the hook shot for a shortcut, but I do not think so. And there's a Tektite, isn't there? Maybe we've got enough time. Whew, thank goodness. Because if I was going to fall down, I was not going to make it. There's kind of a speedrun strat. Of course, I think knowing this game, people would probably speedrun this thing to death. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. Wow. This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you, so don't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just be patient. You got the receipt, the big Goron sword. You got a claim check for it. You can wait for the sword to be completed. Excellent. I figure while those few days are happening, I'm gonna open the way to the next area. No, wait. Besides, I think it's a lot of fun. You get to see what the Song of Storm sounds like at double speed. Well, you hear it, you don't see it. Unless you got like some sort of Daredevil thing going on. I get the idea the game probably wants me to check the bottom of the well to see that it's been completely sealed up as an adult. But instead, I'm just going to go to the section where you are the child. I'm only going to get it started because I want to dedicate the next episode to what was I gonna, just to the bottom of the well, as well as the speed, well, just the bottom of the well, and then going on to my favorite dungeon, which is it the Spirit Temple? The one that is in the land of the Gerudos. Okay, which mask can I lend you? Probably this one. If only I could figure out which one this belongs to. I do love the idea that they disabled your weapons in this area, so you can just go around shooting people. I wonder. I get the feeling there's a kid in the graveyard that's just kind of bumping around, minding his own business. I think he's the one that wants the skull. Let's find out. Part of one of the bomber gang, I would wager. Or at least he is Majora's Mask. It's the same character model and whatnot. And the cuckoos have gone away again. Where's I think this is the way you want to go. Carpenters are just running around. It's not very different from Mr. Dampy, is it? How mean. Little kids can't go on the heart-pounding graveyard digging tour described on the sign. Since I can't do that, I'm just imitating Dampy the Gravekeeper all day. But for the cute face, I'm not heart-pounding at all, am I? Let me try that again, now that I've described it. I wonder who takes the skull mask then. Oh well. This is always just a fun part of the game because this is the only time you ever hear the Song of Storm at 2 times speed. Let me see if I can do the timing right. Ah, dang it. Gonna wait for it to go again. Yes! Bless you. This is the only time in the game you ever hear this variation of the Song of Storm, so I just like to let it play through for a little bit. Now open the way. Actually, nah. I guess therein lies the thing is, how exactly does the whole time thing work? Because obviously I want to wait a few days to get the sword. Maybe I should just play the song and go a few days in the future just in case. So but maybe there'd be a golden sculpture in there. So just for fun, I want to see what happens when I play this song when I'm on the drawbridge. Yeah! Whee! Curious, what does the guard have to say? No, that's the mask everyone is talking about. It's kind of strange. Kids shouldn't be wandering around town at nighttime. Stay indoors until morning. There we go. There, it's morning. Hopefully this will be enough time, but we shall see. Not sure if anybody else remembers the point and click game called Myst. Every time I walk by the Temple of Time, it reminds me a lot of that game. That it's mostly ambient noises and still camera angles. But the difference is it loaded each frame individually, so you'd have to click to move forward or backwards. There we go, there's the blue tunic. And I figure I'm just going to walk to the top of Death Mountain. Give me another day. I'll record when the time is up. Right. Did it. That sword is my finest work. You handed in the claim check and you got the big Goron sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and it won't break. Yeah! Not only does it have a much longer reach, but it's also more powerful than the master sword. There we go. The only major issue with this is that you can't use the shield when you have it equipped. So you gotta make sure to put it away before you can put out the shield. But I just love that shing sound it makes when you take out the sword. This is awesome! Only one step away from becoming what I envision the true hero of time to look like. But anyways, before concluding, just want to get back to the temple, go back to childhood, and then I hope you will join me next time for the bottom of the well. There we go. Temple of Time. Kind of a pity you can't use the big Goron sword when you're a kid, but, well, look at how massive this thing is as an adult. Kid, you would be like double your size. I do know that there was the fairy sword in Majora's Mask, but that was bound to one of the C buttons, so it was like the equivalent of having the hammer. Which, I mean, yeah, it was an effective weapon and all, but I'd rather have another sword be the B button, in all honesty. So we're going to save and quit. Until next time, keep having